Hello everyone, it's Big Wise here. This is a video to take you through the brand new OnChainBirds marketplace that was teased for a couple of days. Now, when you see this, I'm probably sleeping, so if there's any issues or if anything's unclear, please jump in the Discord and ask Ren or OnChainBirds. I'm sure they're around to help you out. So this marketplace is actually powered in the back end by something called Reservoir. So a big shout out to Reservoir. What they do is they fetch the data from multiple marketplaces, aggregate them, and then make that data available via an API. So what this marketplace here is doing is fetching all the listings from the various marketplaces, which are OpenSea, LooksRare, X2Y2. Obviously, we're not on Foundation. And this Reservoir is their own marketplace, which is powered by the OpenSea Seaport smart contract. So Seaport is the smart contract that OpenSea recently released or moved over to, and they made it open source so that anyone can use it to build a marketplace if they wish. So Reservoir have done that, and you'll see later on that when you go to list, you will be able to choose the Reservoir marketplace, which comes with 0% fees, transaction fees. So 0% transactions on top of 0% royalty. So all you have to pay is gas, which is amazing. So we'll just go back to the main page. And this is very similar to most marketplaces. You have your traits on the left and NFTs on the right. Connect your wallet at the top right. So we'll go and do that first. This is fairly straightforward. Same as usual. Connect your wallet. And that's fine. And if you click the address again, it gives you like a mini menu, and this is how you get to your portfolio. Probably would have been nice to have a link there, but that's something we can probably add later. We're using the default theme, the template that they provide us. So I've just unstaked this poor guy. He's always being used for these examples, but I've unstaked him and moved him over to a brand new wallet just so that I can show you what happens regarding token approvals and things like that when you try and list an item from a new wallet that you haven't done before. So I'll go back to the home page. On the left here, you got all your traits. You'll see that the mouse hover separates into two. So you can have the arrow that expands out into the various traits within the category, or you can click just the category, and what it will do is it will filter by that. And this is kind of cool. Like it sort of groups them up for you. So these are all the types of eyewear. There are 79 half moon spectacles, 132 3D glasses, and it gives you the detailed information on each. So the floor price for each trait and a sample of, I guess, 4 samples of what's in there. Possibly the ones that are lowest price. I'm not sure. I haven't checked. So we'll just go and click like the sunglasses, and we'll see that, that little preview, it doesn't look like they're the floor ones. But anyway, it's a pretty cool feature. You can also combine traits, so eyewear, sunglasses, and then headwear, fire, and that should, so that you can use like multiple attributes to filter. And if you only have one attribute selected, then you can make an attribute offer up here. Whereas if I change to 2, then it turns into a collection offer. So you can click this and this pop-up will display. And at the moment you can see this is like a collection offer on all attributes. But if I change it here, you can search or just click, then I'm only bidding on the attribute body professor. And as you change on the left hand side, it tells you what the highest offer is and the floor price for that attribute is. So you can see 279 and 418. And if I change that to something else. Has to be something expensive so that it's different. I'll try this one. No, looks like the floor for, but that can't be right. Moon Eyes Floor 0418. Is it? I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna try golden. Okay, so that doesn't seem to be working at the moment, but we'll see if that can get fixed up. But anyway, so we'll go back to the showing everything, and if you click on Explore All, and then that will give you like every single trait subgroup. And one thing you'll notice is that it's super quick. Like as you scroll through, they all pop up very, very quickly. So speed is very good, even on the homepage, like with these bigger ones. I'm just scrolling through very fast. Now, if you're buying, you can have a sweep mode that lets you specify how many birds you want to sweep. It doesn't have that how much you want to pay option like Gem, not yet anyway, but I believe this is being improved all the time. And this show only local listing. So remember that this is an aggregator, which means it's getting listings from many marketplaces, as denoted by the logo. So you got your X2Y2, your OpenSea, but for local listings, that's the reservoir market that I talked about earlier. So if you click on this, then you will see the birds that have 0% transaction fee. So there's not going to be any now because the marketplace probably only just launched. So yeah, so there's nothing there. But what Ren was saying about wanting to encourage as much trading as possible and therefore releasing this marketplace with 0% transaction fees and of course the royalties 0%, that's fixed, that's coded in. He's encouraging you to list on the Reservoir marketplace. So let's see how we go and do that. Okay. So I'll go back to my poor 3D Durag dude and click on list. And it asks you where you want to list it. So by default, it's only going to list on the Reservoir marketplace on our subdomain. If you want to, you can also list on OpenSea or LooksRare. You just have to use these toggles. But keep in mind that the marketplace fees are of course different. So if you list on any other ones, if it sells there, you're going to get less. So you're going to get whatever the price is minus the fee. And it also tells you that you need to approve the listings. So approve the contracts to access your NFTs. So we'll see what that looks like in a moment. But when you click next, this is like a really cool feature. It allows you to set a price on any of them, I believe, and it will automatically adjust all the other fields to ensure that you get the same profit no matter where it's sold. So if I change this to 1 ETH, then the OpenSea and LooksRare is going to be 1 ETH plus the fee that they're going to take away, as you can see here. So after fees, if it sells on OpenSea, I'll get 1 ETH. If it sells on LooksRare, after fees, I'll also get 1 ETH. And of course, our own marketplace has no fees, so whatever the listing price is what you will get. So that's a cool feature. One bug that I found is if you go to custom, which means you want to set your own for each, different prices for different marketplaces. And then if you go back to the same profit button, it disappears. The other two disappear. So you just have to go back and then do that again. That's what I found. Maybe it might work for you, but for me it didn't work. So now that I'm happy with this price, you go click next, and then it's going to pop up with a transaction to approve spending of your tokens, of your NFTs. So you can see here it says buy.onchainbirds.com, that's the website we're on, and allow access to and transfer all of your on-chain birds, because the marketplace needs your approval. The marketplace contract needs your approval to sell, right? Because you want to sell this and you need the marketplace to transfer it to the buyer. So with this, it's always like a good habit to check which contract it is you're giving access to, because obviously there's a lot of trust in this one, but the website could get hacked. It's possible, or maybe you clicked a bad link that someone put in Discord. So as we grow and we become potentially targets of hackers and bad actors, it's always good practice. Get into the habit of checking this part. So I'll show you how you do that. So it says, by granting permission, you are allowing the following contract to access your funds, in this case, the NFTs in the wallet. So you just click on the view account on Etherscan and then check the contract. So in this case, you will see that the contract, the name is Conduit, and it's by OpenSea Deployer. That's the contract creator. And if you go click on that, you can see that it's got quite a bit of history. It's done multiple transactions. So as I was saying before, the Reservoir marketplace uses the OpenSea Seaport contract. So you need to allow access to that contract in order to transfer your birds. And if you have already done that before, in other words, if you've listed on OpenSea your birds, then you won't have to go through this again, because you've already approved Seaport access to your NFTs. So that's that, and I'm not going to approve it because I don't intend to sell this guy. But after you do this, what the hell, we'll just do it. It's only 47 cents. But I'm not going to list. I'm going to cancel at the end, just for completeness sake. So we'll just wait. And still waiting. Let me check it on Block Explorer. Okay, it's done 2 seconds ago. Okay. So it should, in a moment, say it's all good. But what it will do, though, is it'll come up with the looks rare approval. So that's done. And now it wants looks rare. So again, I can have a look on Etherscan. And here you go. It says looks rare deployer. So this is legit. So you're giving access to the looks rare marketplace contract to handle transacting your birds. I'm probably just going to cancel that because I don't need it. And I'll need to edit the listing because I can't do looks rare anymore. So I'll get rid of that. Okay. So now 1 ETH profit, regardless of where I sell it. Expiration date, an hour. Actually, it's not going to be a problem because by the time this video is released, an hour would have passed. So I'll go ahead and list it. So you can see here Seaport wants me to sign twice because one's for the Reservoir marketplace and one's for OpenSea. Now it's saying view listing on either or. Oh, hang on. I listed on OpenSea, so you can see it. That's all right. It's 1 ETH. Oh, no, it's okay. Because by the time the video is released, no, you can see it. What am I saying? Yeah, if you look on OpenSea, you will be able to find it for the next hour only. So by the time the video's out, you won't see it. But if you somehow browse through OpenSea in the next hour of this recording, you will see it. So that's that done. And then on our own marketplace, it's here. It's very cool. So that's it. The main idea is that if you want to sell, of course, you're welcome to put it on OpenSea, LooksRare, X2, Y2. You will get more eyeballs there from outside of the community. But if you're wanting to sell without getting hit with fees, then list on the Reservoir marketplace, as well as any others you want to. But at least list on here as well, because that means it's the best for you to get the most money, or to get exactly what you set the price at. And it's also good for people coming to the marketplace from within the community to help it move along and become popular. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it. This is the OCB marketplace. It's a very exciting thing to see happen in just a couple of days, and we hope to see plenty of activity on here. All right, have fun. Bye bye.